Hi Pokefans, we have had a Tera battle event that has been live in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for a couple of days now. This is the Tera battle for Dialga and Palkia Spotlight event. I believe this started from December 8th and will run until December 21st, so you still have a couple of days to go ahead and get these Pokemon if you haven't. Now both the Pokemons are going to be at level 75 and ability is Telepathy. As for Dialga, the moveset will be Draco Meteor, Earth Power, Fire Blast and Steel Wheel, with additional moves being Trick Room, Stealth Rock and Iron Defense. Whereas for Palkia, the moveset is Draco Meteor, Thunder, Fire Blast and Hydro Pump, with additional move being Gravity and Rain Dance. As I was a bit busy in the last weekend, I wasn't able to upload this video, but here it is today. The first Pokemon I'm taking down is Dialga right here. This one is in Scarlet. As for the Pokemon that I am using, I did go with Pheasantipede. It is a part Poison and Fairy type and does go very well against both the opponents that we have today. Now you can definitely use Koraidon and Miraidon, both of them work. But you do have to be a bit careful as Dialga and Palkia does have a Dragon type move. Now for the very first turn in this battle, Dialga did use Stealth Rock, so I do have to be a bit careful and make sure that I don't go down. If I do, then I might get hit by the Stealth Rock. Initially, the first turn was pretty bad, so I did go with the heal up on the second turn. Dialga also used Trick Room, which means I have to be extra careful when I am using a move. Thankfully, I do have Moonblast in my moveset, so I think I'll be able to do pretty fine. Pheasantipede doesn't really have that good of a attack or special attack stat, but if you are able to use up some of the items, you'll be able to do pretty well with this battle. For the third turn, I did go with a special defense to kind of increase the defense a bit more than what we have right now. After all, Dialga does have its Tera Shield up, so it's not like I'm really doing too much of a damage. The other thing that I really wish I had done before this battle was change the Tera type of my Pokemon. Right now, Pheasantipede does have a Poison typing Terastallization, but I should have changed it into Fairy type. Either way, I think we should still be able to work with this. Unfortunately, right here I did get burnt. But I do have Moonblast, so I think I'll go ahead and use that move after this. I believe this is the third time I'm actually trying to take down Dialga. The first time I tried using a Ice type Pokemon and it didn't really go too well. That's when I did change my mind and go with a Fairy type Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to use Tinkaton as well. Just make sure that you don't get hit too much by Fire Blast. Either way, we should be able to win this battle. Even though one of the Pokemon has gone down, I believe that we have enough time to take down Dialga, especially now that we have the Tera Shield almost down. I think it will go down in this turn right here. There we go. Now we will definitely do way more damage. And the good thing is that I did dodge a couple of Fire Blasts, which is pretty helpful, considering that my health is really not that great at this point. As usual, I would definitely recommend hosting this battle as it does help you take it down pretty easily. After all, I did do the same and we were able to defeat it within half of the timer. There we go, that is Dialga. I wonder if we have the other legendary Pokemon coming up for the next Tera battles that we might get. We do have Giratina, which might come as a 7-star raid. That is what I'm guessing, considering that these two Pokemons were 5-star raid. But I guess we'll get to know that in the future. Either way, there we go. That is on Dialga. As far as the rewards go, I think we have some really good rewards, especially with the Dragon Tera Shards as well as the Steel Tera Shards for this one. Here are all of my rewards. As for the battle against Palkia, it is right here. This is actually in the Violet version of the game. So if you do have Violet version only, you'll be able to catch only this Pokemon. This time around, I once again hosted this battle. We do have a couple of really good Pokemon on the field. For the first turn, we do have Gravity right here. although I think it really doesn't affect me. And of course, it seems like there is rain dance coming up from Palkia. This is because Palkia has thunder and it really likes to use that move. I think one of my team members did go ahead and use Snowscape, which is really helpful. Unfortunately, the thunder still hit me, but at least it's not that effective. I also decided to go with a go all out command right here, just to make sure that our attacks and special attacks are much higher. Hopefully we'll be able to easily take down this Palkia as well. I actually think that Pheasantipity is a really good Pokemon against Palkia, as all of its moves are being resisted by my Pokemon. But right here it did put up its shield, so I do have to be a bit more careful. I don't think we really do too much damage when the shield is up, but as long as we're able to go ahead and take it down within the timer, we should be still pretty good. Right here I did go with the Moonblast. Now even though I didn't really do too much damage, I was able to reduce the special attack of Palkia. Hopefully that is a bit more helpful. At this point, Glaceon's Freeze Dry actually worked pretty well and Palkia is frozen. At least we do get one free turn right here before Palkia actually unfreezes. I believe that it's gonna go ahead and remove the negative effects from itself. That's alright. Now even though I wanted to go ahead and terastallize at this point, I wasn't really sure if that was gonna help, so I just went with another Moonblast. But if you are planning to use Tinkaton, go ahead and terastallize as soon as possible, as it does help, considering that Tinkaton is part Steel type. Either way, we are doing pretty well. None of the team member is really too much hurt and we are able to resist most of the moves. Unfortunately right here I did get paralyzed and had to skip a turn. But it seems like two of my other team members are able to deal a lot of damage, so I'm pretty happy about that. Of course, you can definitely go ahead and try using Dialga and Palkia from, I guess, Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is what one of my team members is actually using. It's definitely a really cool idea and is actually a really good Pokemon to go against it. At this point, my Toxic Chain also activated, which is pretty helpful. It has poisoned Palkia and hopefully the poison will actually stay. Usually when I do all of these Tera battles, I really like to use a Pokemon that is not too competitive or its movesets are just average. I'm pretty sure this is the situation for most of us, where we might have not gotten the time to go ahead and I guess train our Pokemon to be really good for a certain battle. So even without that, you'll be easily able to win all of these battles. Right here we did have a Mew, which is actually a really good idea. I do have a trained Mew with me, but for some reason I decided to not use it. I still think we were doing pretty good. If you do have a Mew with Bug type, you can definitely go ahead and use that as well. Either way, just make sure that you are able to at least do a lot of damage to Palkia or Dialga, whichever one you're taking down. In this case, we were finally able to catch this one as well. Once again, this event is available until December 21st, so you still have a couple of days to go ahead and catch it. As for the rewards for Palkia, here it is on screen. We do get around 50 Water Tera Shards as well as 30 Dragon Tera Shards. Even though these are in 5-star Tera battles, you'll be only able to catch them once per save file. So make sure that you actually catch them as soon as you defeat them for the very first time. Let me know in the comment section if you did actually use another Pokemon which I haven't really mentioned in the video for defeating Dialga and Palkia, because I'm pretty interested in that. Anyway, that's all I had for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this small episode. If you did, please put a like, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my channel, as it does help me a lot. If you'd like to support me more on Patreon, check out the links in my description, and I'll see you all in the next one.